What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video where we will be walking through day 2 of the PEAK program, which is a dynamic leg workout. So, going to be a similar format to the dynamic upper body workout, which if you haven't seen that, click the little tab thing here, go check that out. But we're going to be working on explosive strength, power, through the first 2 or 3 exercises. Then the end of the workout, a little more kind of hypertrophy, like bodybuilding type focus to the exercises. So we're just gonna jump right into it. So our first exercise for our dynamic leg workout are gonna be power shrugs. This is gonna be the more explosive part of the lift, starting off, really trying to get that CNS fired up before we get into our heavy lifts. So the idea with the power shrugs is you're gonna have a lot of power coming off of the floor, really shrugging that bar up. So to get set up for this exercise, we're gonna start in a traditional deadlift position. I like to do just a few reps of just a normal deadlift with very light weight, just to kind of get the movement down. Then on my 3rd or 4th rep, we're gonna start the actual power shrugs, where we will deadlift, we're coming up quickly. Then when we hit that full extension, we're really driving the hips forward and we're really driving the elbows up with the shoulders. So that shrug position, back down, we find the bar against our hips and we guide back down under control. For this exercise, we have 4 sets. First 2 sets, 5 reps. Last 2 sets, 3 reps. Keeping the weight relatively light, working on the explosiveness of the movement. So our second exercise, getting into a little more of the strength part of it, but supersetting it with some explosiveness. We have front squats, superset with box jumps. So the idea with this superset is a little bit of contrast training here. So we're gonna be going with front squats. We're gonna eventually load these, work these heavy, moving into them box jumps, which are gonna be lighter. The way I like to think of it and how I explain it to clients is we're gonna be going slow and heavy here. With the box jumps, we're gonna be going right into a more like light and fast. So that contrast of resistance and speed of movement is what we're going for. For the box jumps, I also like to make an emphasis. The goal we're going for is not height, although we will slowly build up the height of the box jumps. The goal is to not get the biggest jump. It's to be fast off the floor. And so if you have to start with the lower box, start with the lower box. I want you to be able to complete every jump. So make the height whatever you need to be to do that. So we have 4 sets, 8 reps, front squats, working at heavy, going into 4 sets, 5 reps of box jumps, keeping it a little bit less reps so we can be a little more explosive. Following the front squat box jump superset, we're getting into now more hamstring work, getting into single leg RDLs. So you can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. The one thing I will say is that we want to try and load these heavier than most people do. So don't be afraid, just because it's single leg, don't be afraid of loading it heavy. make sure you have the form down correctly to begin with. Then once your form is good and you're feeling good with the movement, start working the weight heavier and really putting some tension on those hamstrings unilaterally. For these, we're gonna be holding the weight in the opposite leg that we are working. So we're gonna be working the left leg, weight's gonna be in the right arm. For these, the biggest cue that I tell people with these, because it can be a tricky exercise, ignore what your upper body does. Reaching the leg that's coming up, backwards, as far as you can, and the upper body will follow where it needs to go. A lot of people like to try and kind of reach down with this arm, which leads to them going off balance, upper body kind of caving in. Keep your shoulders back. Reach that leg back as far as you can. You'll sit right into that hinge position and just come right back up. We're going 10 reps, each leg, 3 sets. So after single leg deadlifts, we're gonna stick with the unilateral work and move into reverse lunges. We have 3 sets, 8 reps each leg. If you wanna alternate each rep, go ahead. If you wanna stick with one side, go ahead as well. I'm a person that's not super picky about that. I personally like to stay one side and then switch. So to finish up the workout, we have the more bodybuilding type exercises to finish. We have lying hamstring curls. We have 3 sets, 12 reps here, and then we're going right into standing calf raises with body weight, 3 sets, 10 reps there to finish the workout. So that is going to do it for today's workout. We've got a little bit of conditioning left. Do that with some slide, carry, core stuff, but we're going to wrap the workout here for you guys. If you want to see the conditioning or you want to get on the program, link in bio below to get on the Peak program. We will be back next time for day 3, which is our chest and bicep workout, a little more bodybuilding focused, the last 3 workouts of this program. So this video or this workout was helpful. Give the channel a subscribe, give the video a like, give a comment, and we'll see you guys in the next workout.